Hey everybody, how's it going? Steven from PC Gamer here. Big monsters have been a theme at this PAX West, and there are monsters no more intimidating than those found in Dauntless. I'm here with Chris Calero, talking all about Dauntless and its monsters. Chris, how's it going?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Awesome. So we just did a fight. We were fighting this really intimidating behemoth. I want to know all about it. Tell me more.
All right, so what we fought was Nezaga. It's one of our behemoths that is near the end of our closed beta experience. It's a very slithery, kind of quilly reptile beast that is full on electric.
Right. Now, at one point in that fight, he was shooting spines out of his back and littering them across the map. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about how that worked?
Sure, so the mechanic is that Nezaga will shoot out spines. It will create these kind of electric pylons that you have to defeat, otherwise it will cause trouble for you long term. And then eventually it'll shoot out a large one, and you have to kind of figure out the mechanic. There's a bit of electric reflection that is required for players to be successful.
Right on. Now, obviously, the elephant in the room is Monster Hunter World. I'm curious to know, what's it like designing monsters that feel distinguished and different than those that people are really used to hunting in Monster Hunter?
Well, we just want to create a challenge for players that is unique and kind of fresh, and that provides kind of a layered challenges, right? Part of our design philosophy is about creating opportunities for mastery and learning. So as you progress through our behemoths, you'll get a sense of, oh, there's something different, even between different tiers.
I would love to know a bit more about the inspirations behind the aesthetics of the monsters. Where do you draw from when you're designing these bad boys?
We have an amazing concept team. We kind of look everywhere we can. We try to figure a little bit what kind of mechanics we'd like to have, what kind of element they might want to take on, and then what would really mesh with the three different biomes that we have currently. We have an arid, a snowy, and a kind of a temperate forest. And like, what kind of creatures would live in these worlds and still pose a threat to humanity?
Right on. Now, these are monsters that you're going to be fighting again and again. How challenging is it making those fights still challenging and fun when you've done them, the 20th or the 30th time?
So those fights themselves, we kind of have different layers to them. You saw in the Nezaga fight, it's about discovery, it's about learning, it's about optimizing and getting better. We fought a behemoth earlier, that was the Shrike. And even the Nezaga, players will come to us and say, hey, you know what, I had a hard time with this fight, maybe we lost, but then by the end, 3, 4, 10 fights later, they're like, you know what, it was a piece of cake, 3 minutes. And it's really about mastering the behemoth mechanics, but also part of the gear upgrades. Are there new consumables, are there new weapons, armor, lanterns that you can take on?
Right on. Well, that sounds really exciting. If people want to find out more, what's the best way to keep track of Dauntless and its progress?
Great question. You can go to playdauntless.com, and we have a Discord, we have forums, website that you can sign up for our closed beta right now. That's the best way to find us.
Right on. Well, it's an excellent time to be a Monster Hunter fan. I'm super excited for Dauntless, and be sure to stay tuned because we got a lot more great PAX content coming your way.